Hi, and welcome to this first podcast for the Humble Garden blog. I'm going to walk you through this tour of the garden, and you'll see some beds. We have 7 beds that you can see here. I have occasional shot with my regular camera so that you can see some of the plantings. In the second bed, we have beans of all sorts. Some of them are blossoming. This third bed, we have quite a few plants. I have planted the 3 sisters, the corn, beans, and squash. Here we can see some bean blossoms, lovely red ones. There's also tomatoes to the right. You can see some squash sticking out there, pretty crazy. The tomato patch, we can't really see in this clip very well, but we'll catch it on the way back. We can see the corn. They're starting to tassel now. Cucumbers are in there as well. You can see that we've got the trellis. And there's the 4th bed with pumpkins and beets and green onions and crazy salad. I have 2 purple eggplants as well. I have nice leaves on them. This next bed has quite a few cucumbers growing. We can see here a cucumber blossom and tomatillos. In back you can see a zucchini, and there's those salad tomatoes growing, 8 feet tall at least. Onions are under there. You can't see them very well. We can see some tomatillo blossoms, or rather pod. Here's a photograph of the tomatillo pod up close. Tomatoes towering overhead. Had to stake them in because they're getting rather large. Some of them are starting to fall over. Have to keep staking them. The cucumbers growing here on the right. We have lemon and green. In the back, you can see a peak of the watermelon plant. It's climbing quite nicely. Hopefully it'll continue so. Now here on this next bed, we can see we have kohlrabi growing. We also have beets. We have snow peas. We have lettuce of various types, zucchini on the right, squash on the left, a spaghetti squash. I'm learning that zucchini doesn't climb, but squash definitely does. We have iceberg lettuce also growing back in there. The snow peas are growing like crazy. We're harvesting every day. I'm building a string arbor for the squash to grow up over into around and down, and who knows how far it's going to go. Here I'm not quite finished with the strings being tied up, but we've done that. You'll be able to see that it starts to grow up into the string lattice. It's starting to produce squash blossoms, and you can see little squashlets. Oh, there's a better shot of the string arbor. There's the squash, and in a moment you'll see a better of the squash blossom and climbing tendrils. Just in a few days since I shot this, they've grown quite a bit. Down below you'll be able to see a bit of a shot of the bib lettuce, which before I've picked like this, and earlier now I see if they form heads. Also got some trap crop radishes. Now I'm on the other side, and just sort of, unfortunately this is a flare sort of artifact. But you can see this zucchini growing and squash on the right. We have some peppers right in front of us. Here's on this end the watermelon right there. That's an enormous zucchini. Various trap radishes. And here we have some mesclun lettuce that's gone too long. More trap radish. And you can see this seedlings. We've got moon and stars watermelon and also other kinds of tomatoes. We'll see if they make it. I just wanted to give it a try. Here we're coming up on the end of bed 3 where the more mature tomato plants are. I'm losing the lower leaves to fusarium wilt, I think, so that's why you see some of the lower branches lost. Here's some calabash tomatoes that we're growing. This is a macro shot, so They're not that big then, but they are now. They're quite big. Some basils growing underneath, cherry tomatoes. You can see a bee there pollinating one of our flowers. Hope you can see it. It's hard. I know the resolution's poor. I've done this all. You can imagine me walking around holding the laptop, trying to aim it correctly. Beans and lentils right in front. They're sort of measly looking. Here's the sweet potato bed, as well as dill and beans. Thanks so much for visiting. I really appreciate it.